Good evening, everybody, and happy Saturday. I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about really, narcissists are dangerous people. They suck the life force out of you. And the other thing that medical professionals, people that deal with mental illness and pathologies and whatnot need to really look into is these people that come in with chronic illnesses and autoimmune diseases all of a sudden, like these onstarts. Like I remember when I was in a situation in 2015, I had to take a series of blood tests. I was with a really toxic individual. It was pretty dangerous. I'm not even gonna go into, but really dangerous. Like three people, three of her exes, young, really young, ended up passing away. So she kind of left a little bit of a wake behind her. But I ended up with Sjogren's syndrome, and I couldn't understand for the life of me. Like I was like, on a bunch of antidepressants. Like I could barely move. Like I had such brain fog. Like my mental capacity, my ability to like even hold a conversation was completely nil. And so I kept having like random like flare-ups, like inflammation, like in my body. Like it started with I think it was my right foot, and I would go to the doctors, like the urgent care. They would take x-rays and everything. So finally they referred me over to a rheumatologist, and they found out that I had developed a autoimmune disease because of the constant like trauma response that you experience. It increases cortisol levels in your blood, and cortisol is basically inflammation. So I never felt good, and then I had brain fog, I had memory issues, and it does get better once you get away from the narcissist over time, but they have the ability to kill you with their very insidious abuse. And you have to be careful about the people that you let in your life. If you see red flags or you feel like weird in like your gut or like your spirit, because you always know. Like I remember I would always get like these like little glimpses and flashes, like when I would meet somebody, like, and I knew that they had the potential to really do some harm to me, and I would see it, but then I would like think like, nah, that can't be. But there's other things that play into it, because of course, like I was gaslit since I was a kid. Like I came from a very toxic family dynamic, no support, isolation. Love and affection wasn't something that was shown. There was always like criticism and like physical abuse and just everything. So to me, that was normal. So I was confused from jump when I started, going out there in the world. But, I'm like really happy that a lot of people are getting on here, because more of us are realizing that this is, like really spiritual warfare. There are people out there that really work for the dark side. They don't have any light in them, and they consume everything that they see. They want to like basically stop us from being able to show up and do the things that we came here to do, like to be in our purpose. And it's unfortunate that we have to, well, it's kind of because God gives us all, like we always have to go out there with the full armor of God. But we once you heal and you start to like stop seeking validation, because that's idolatry. You start to realize that they can't really touch you. But before you're healed, like it's easy for them to kind of get in and like, take you for a ride. But in a lot of ways, for a lot of us, it really is like the catalyst for us opening our eyes to like the true evil in the world, like the wolves in sheep's clothing, the people that go out there to kill, steal, and destroy. That really, they're people in the flesh, but spiritually they're demons. There's a demonic force. And I know this because like growing up, like my mother, I got to see it, but I didn't know that's what I was looking at, because we didn't really have the internet. We couldn't Google things like and get rapid information like right at our fingertips. So I had no idea that I had been in the midst of it the entirety. And then my the guy that adopted me was pretty much covert. It was like very quiet. Like it's actually kind of crazy, because he met my mom, who when she had me, she was 15 going on 16. So some guy did some time in jail for statutory rape, but he was already 35 and she was 15. So that's not a good sign. I gotta get out of here.